This is RV Wandering. I'm Tom.
And I'm Faye.
And we're in Fairbanks, Alaska, and this is how we got here. About 3 years ago, we were laying around on the couch, as we normally do, 250 pounds each, and we decided that enough was enough.
We didn't want to spend our retirement just sitting like big blobs.
And since I had a little bit of time left in my work environment, not too much, but enough, we decided to do something about it. So we changed our lifestyle, and we ate properly and exercised, and we both lost 110 pounds each. And during the process, we happened on some YouTube videos of Chris and G and fell in love with the RV lifestyle. And so we made it a goal to get an RV and to partake of that lifestyle.
And travel.
And it took some time to find an RV that we thought would suit us, one that would allow us to get into most of the campsites available out there. We settled on a 30-foot Class A diesel motorhome. It's a 2001 Beaver Monterey Trinidad, and we bought it and parked it behind my office so we could do a little fixer-up.
And then it began.
Yeah. First thing we did was, of course, to clean up like you normally would. We washed, all the bathrooms and the sinks, and we had the carpets cleaned professionally, and everything was looking really, really skookum. It was really good. We went home that night. I came back to my office the next morning. I was going to turn on the generator just to make sure the batteries were up to snuff, and nothing happened when I when I pressed the button. We checked for power. There was no power to anything, and so we immediately panicked, like most new RV owners, and asked for advice. Nobody seemed to know what would cause that problem. I researched it on the internet, and several websites listed a thing called a salesman switch or a battery cutoff switch. So I went looking for it, and I looked in the battery compartment, and I looked at the engine compartment, and I looked in the service bay, and I looked just about everywhere in the bus and could not find it. And then one day
2 days later,
I guess it was, I opened the door to the bus, and on the left hand side of the stairs is this little switch, and I turned that on and we had power. So I guess the carpet cleaner guy must have shut it off when he pulled his carpet cleaner out, and we never knew that it was even there.
So that's how green we are. We know nothing. But we've had fun getting here.
We had a small issue. It cost us $22,000 US, or $35,000 Canadian. Not us, my insurance company, of course, because while parked in my office parking lot behind with a 10-foot fence and a locked gate, we had some crackheads break into the bus and do some major damage to the inside and the outside of the bus. We were lucky. We called the insurance company. They told us it would take them 6 months to pay, or 6 months to repair it. We had to take it to an RV center in Vancouver, and they were so busy it would take 6 months. My wife, of course, being the person she is, got on the phone.
That wasn't fast enough. We pay our insurance every year, and I wasn't prepared to wait 6 months. So I asked whether or not we could take it down to Rev in Oregon. She checked with her boss, and he told her that's where the parts would come from anyway, so go ahead.
That's right. So we took it to Oregon. Now that's not the whole story, because when they broke into the bus, of course, they tried to punch out the ignition and jump-start it.
Yeah, jump-start a diesel.
And they couldn't do it, so we still had to somehow get the ignition working before we could take it to Oregon, and that did cost us $1,000. But we got it fixed. We got on the road to Oregon. There was, of course, no toilet or anything on the way down there. So we had it winterized because it was winter, and so
we weren't using
weren't using any water or anything. So it was not an easy trip, but Rev was able to, actually they weren't able to. They asked us to come back. We had to leave it there because they couldn't do all the repairs in the necessary time I had off work. So we left the bus there and brought our little car back to home, and went back again a month later to pick up the bus.
We've done a couple of small trips since then to try to get ourselves orientated to the bus itself, but we haven't really done any exploring or traveling until this trip. This is our first. This is our initiation into RV life.
Yes.
Full time.
We have been living in it, however, now for a year and a half. And so we're used to living in the bus. We're just not used to traveling long periods of time in the bus. So this has been our first real experience. Well, as you can see, we're in a different location now. We lost the end of that last video, so we have to take it again. Basically, all we said was that we are enjoying ourselves immensely. We did travel up here rather quickly. We booted it up here to get here for the solstice, and we made it. We truly enjoy the land of the midnight sun.
It's awesome.
It is awesome. But our dog, Jack, is totally confused by it. Jack wants to get up at 2 o'clock in the morning and go outside, which has been rather tough on my sleep. However, we are enjoying ourselves, and we have done some neat things up here during the solstice, and we'll be posting some videos of the things we've done. Our plan is to go from Fairbanks to down towards Anchorage. We're probably going to spend some time in Denali Park, and then from there to go on to Seward and the giant tunnel to Whittier, Alaska, and then maybe see Valdez before we start our way back. And we hope you'll come along. We hope that we will inspire some of you to take the leap and do what we're doing. And if we don't inspire you to do that, and you can't do that, maybe you'll just come along and watch our adventure, or misadventure, as the case may be. We hope that if you like this video, you'll give it a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Comment on it. Let us know how we're doing. We can only go up from here. We can only improve. So make any suggestions you want to suggest. Don't forget to click the little bell to get notified once you subscribe that our new video is up. And thanks for it. Be safe. Watch out for the other guy.